I think I'm live. That's what it shows. Hello, everyone, and this is me trying to just figure out with my phone and trying to do the live for everyone. All right. Why am I shifting it so much? Because I'm still not feeling aligned with this. All right, so let's go ahead and start this wonderful conversation that I thought that I would have with you. And let's start talking about something which is very simple and happens so many times in our life, and that is how many times do you think you have come to the crossroads where you have to make a decision, you have to show up for yourself, but you don't. I'm sure whether it is about starting a therapy, whether it is about hitting the gym, it is about doing something consistently. You make a promise to yourself, but you don't show up. That's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video today, because today's topic is about how do you start believing in yourself when no one does. And to be fair, the only reason I'm doing this live today with you is because about 3 weeks, oh sorry, not 3 weeks, 3 months back, I had made a promise to myself that I am going to create one long form YouTube video every single week. And in the last couple of weeks, there have been so many things that's been happening in my life. I was unwell for some time, we had to travel, and while I tried to be consistent with my content, I was not able to prepare it as much. So, a very simple thing to do could have been that I don't show up, I don't do anything, and just tell myself, ठीक है छोटा चैनल ही तो है, वैसे भी कौन आने वाला है, किसी को क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा. But then I thought that's not who I am, or that's not what's the promise that I made to myself. I told myself that I will show up and I will show up no matter what. And that's the reason why I'm absolutely very sure, and that's the reason why I'm showing up today, to make sure that I stick to the promise that I have made to myself. Because I have realized with over these years that self trust is not a skill, it's a muscle that you have to build every single day. And that's what I try to do for myself every single day. And small actions will always get bigger results. So let's go ahead and explore more about it and talk more about it today. Because when I look back at my life, I definitely feel that there have been so many instances in my 40 years of existence where I have made decisions, um, and those decisions I've tried to stick by all the time, and those decisions haven't come easy to me. This conversation hopefully inspires you to make better choices, better decisions in your life. And just the way I look back at my journey and feel proud that at least I made those choices, I am very hopeful that you would be able to do that for yourself as well. So let's go ahead and talk more about it. And in fact, I made some points to discuss with you that I'm constantly looking at to make sure that I don't miss out on anyone. Okay, so 11 years back, I think I was in a very unhealthy relationship with someone, and perhaps I didn't realize that it was so unhealthy. And I was just stuck as to what to do next. I didn't know where my life is supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do. And there's always been one thing with me that I've always tried to make sure that I am self sustained, earning money for myself, to make sure that I'm very clear in the decisions that I wish to make. And I remember there was one morning that I was just strolling in the veranda. The sun was right over my head, and I received a phone call on my white BlackBerry, which way back in 2014 was a very prized possession to me. So when I got that call, the person on the other side was one of my earlier managers that I had worked with, and there he calls me and says, "Okay, do you want to move cities, and join a new job, join a new role?" In that moment, I just stood still, because I had been living in this city earlier, the early city, which is called Faridabad, which is a small town in Delhi NCR, and I had no idea what this big, huge, massive city called Mumbai will have. I've never lived outside or maybe lived in a very big city. So what eventually happened is that in that moment I completely froze and I said, I would need some time, sir, to think about it and come back to you. The moment I disconnected the phone call, the first thought that crossed my mind was, it's a good moment to just leave everything behind and set myself free. I was out of a broken relationship. I wanted freedom, both physically, mentally out of it. And in that moment, I was feeling extremely nervous because I didn't want to make decision in a snap. My palms were sweating. I still remember my hands were trembling because I couldn't believe what just happened. And is this really true? My breathing was distorted as well. What exactly was I saying to myself in that moment was, shall I do it or shall I not do it? Because I wasn't really sure how would the decision look like when I look back in a couple of years. But then I said, okay, let me not get into the emotional space and make an impulsive choice. One of the best things that I did in that moment was that I got down, I sat at my dining table, and I just made a simple two columns in front of me, which is one of the tricks that I always appreciate when it comes to decision making, but perhaps a lot of people don't make it. And that is risk and benefit. As simple as that, right? So in that moment, my risk of making those decisions was that I've never lived in a big city. Big city comes with its own things, most challenges, bigger rent, right, to pay. Uh, but the benefit on the other side was also around that I would be able to set myself free from the kind of emotional turmoil that I was living in the current city. Fair enough. That was one point. The second benefit could also be that I can start afresh. Nobody knows me in a bigger city, so I would be able to adjust myself far better. That was again a benefit, right? That was not a risk. The risk again was more around, would I be able to meet the expectations of the new job, because I was pretty comfortable in the job. I was doing it for more than 6 years with the job that I was doing rather than the new one. But the benefit of it is, yet I'll put myself into a place of discomfort and maybe explore that potential in me, that whether I am able to sustain this or not. The reason why I'm telling you this is because a lot of times what we do is that when we are stuck with making decisions, we sometimes choose to not make them. The idea was that I could have very easily succumbed to it and sit back and not make that choice, because not making a choice is also a choice, right? So there was a contention, but I chose to not react emotionally about it, but I chose objectivity over anything else. As a result, that when I made this risk and benefit thing, definitely benefits came out to be more than the risks that I had to. And then what it led to was me making a choice of moving cities. And that contention was then with the decision, rather, I moved ahead to my family. I spoke to them about it. Yes, there were so many questions that came my way. Yes, there were so many people who were not ready to believe me. But what we started with is that I had made myself a promise that I would always put myself in a place where I can make good decisions, I can get myself out there and become a better person. So no one was ready to trust me that I would be able to make that leap, do that thing for myself. But I said, yes, I would do that for myself, because that was the most important thing for me to do. So I made that choice. I went ahead, and despite not many people wanting to trust me, I said, let me trust myself when no one's doing that for me. I would want to circle back to the same thing, that the question that we started with, and that is, how many times have you also made that promise to yourself that I will show up and I will make those decisions, and then not show up for yourself? Because there's one thing that you'll always have to be, I think you should always remember, that if you don't go ahead and show up for yourself, Yes, there are no immediate repercussions. Nobody knows that you made a promise to yourself and you're not sticking to it. But 10 months down the line, forget about 10 years, that's a very long period. 10 months down the line, when you look back, would you feel proud about yourself that you made that choice 10 months before? Think about that futuristic person, because we all are wired for instant gratification, right? If you didn't make that choice right now, good, you will relax, you'll enjoy, nobody is saying anything to you. But the point is that when you make that choice for yourself, it is so important that 10-month older self of you is really proud of you that you did that today. So that's a yes. You need to go ahead and make that choice right now. And when I now look back 10 years after so many decisions that I've made in my life, I feel so proud. I'm proud that I went ahead and moved cities. I'm proud that I made that choice. I found love. I got married. I got new positions, new roles in the corporate world. And there's a lot of history to it. So it is all about, that's what the quick live conversation was to share with you. I'm sure some of it definitely made a lot of sense, and I'll always wish that you make good decisions in your life, because that's shapes who we are today. And research suggests that we humans make about 36,000 decisions in a day. They are quite a lot to shape your life, right? So go ahead, make wise choices for yourself, build that emotional clarity, is all I'll say. And always understand that nobody is going to come and pat on your back or tap on your shoulder and say, hey, it's your turn now, go ahead. It is always you who has to make that choice for yourself, even when no one trusts you. So go ahead, build that clarity in yourself every single day. I will show up for you next week as well. And let's start showing up together. This is your friend Neha Biotra, who will always remind you you're way stronger than you think. I'll see you. How do I stop this?